Hello and welcome back to Light Up Your Legacy with Monique Tyson. I'm here. It is Life Insurance Awareness Month. And so tonight I just want to talk to you about cremation because it's something that I often get a question about, and it's something that people will tell me that they want to have done. So when they're making their final wishes, plans. So first, according to the NFDA cremation and burial report, the cremation rate is projected to reach 70% by the year 2030. Okay. Now, the average cost of a cremation is anywhere between $4,000 to $7,000. And that really depends on the funeral home and the location that you're in, because of course some cities are more, some cities are less. It just depends on where you are, and it just varies by location. Also, there is direct cremation, and so with direct cremation you provide the urn and the cremation container. Okay. That can range anywhere between $2,000 and $5,000. So again, the cost is going to vary by location and the funeral home and that sort of thing. So that's about how much it is. So I would say 5,000 is a good midpoint if you were going to purchase a policy and you just wanted to get the minimum amount. Just for burial, I think that would be an amount to just be for your family to be able to take care of your final wishes. Okay. But of course, if you wanted to leave them additional money for any bills or anything that you would need more than that. But if you just wanted it just for you to be buried, then I would say that that's a safe amount, unless you are talking about having a memorial service and all this other stuff. Then you may want to increase that to about 10,000. Okay. So the other thing is, sometimes they will have, at the funeral homes, they'll have cremation packages. And so of course, when you start adding on different things that have to do with the memorial or a viewing, or anything like that, then of course, if you are gonna, I know what some people do now is that I've seen, they have a casket up there for the funeral or the memorial, and then the person is actually cremated. That's one thing that I've seen people do lately. So that's another thought. If you donate your body to science, generally you get a free cremation for that. But there are, different ways, and people have different wishes. So, you just want to make sure that you're having a conversation with your family, because I'll hear people say, oh, just cremate me and give the rest of the money to my family. Well, yeah, you can do that, and you should do that. However, you have to have something already in place, and if nobody in your family is going to have $5,000 to just come up with to make sure that you're buried, or I keep saying buried, but to make sure that you're cremated, you still need to make sure that you have a plan in place for your family to have money for that. And so $5,000, is going to be relatively inexpensive, for a final expense plan. So it's something that you can have that your family will be able to at least put you away with some dignity. Okay. And I think that, like I said, it is Life Insurance Awareness Month. You all need to be making sure that you're checking your policies, checking with your family that's you know, maybe elderly or something like that, to make sure that they have, you know, their policies lined up in the event that something takes place. So, you know, I just don't recommend at a time like this with so many things that we have that are going on right now that anybody is without life insurance, because things can change like that. And I mean, it is almost unbelievable to see, you know, how people are passing so quickly. And so, you know, that's not something that you want. It's already a traumatic thing for you to lose someone you love. And I know that because, you know, I lost both of my parents. And, you know, for those people that don't know me, I'm an only child. And so that is a lot to deal with. And then if you don't have the money in place or a policy in place to, you know, to be able to bury someone that you love, that can be very devastating for someone. You know, because it's already hard emotionally. You don't want to add another financial aspect to losing a loved one. And so you just want to make sure that you are planning, because if you fail to plan, you planning for chaos or disaster in some instance. So just make sure that you plan for it. It's not, you know, people think, you know, it's gonna be a lot of money when they're getting insurance, but it's not. Just reach out to somebody. It's a lot of good agents out there. Like I said, you can always contact me by going to my website or my Facebook page. And so my website is www.lightupyourlegacywithmonique.Tyson. And of course, I am on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, you name it, I'm there. So you can look for me on any of those websites or apps, and just reach out to me and I'll try to help you as best as I can. But I am serious about making sure that people have what they need during this time, because this is not the time to be playing around and not have what you need and something happens to you, because it can happen so quickly. You know, we think about, a lot of times when we think about death and people dying, we're thinking, you know, it's going to take a long time, or people get sick, or, you know, but it can happen like that. And so we need to be prepared. And so in order to be prepared, you have to plan. And I know it's a difficult conversation. I get that from people all the time. But it's a conversation that you have to have with your family or whoever is going to be responsible in the event that something happens. So I just, you know, wanted to tell you all that tonight. But thank you for tuning in and listening. And hopefully we'll have another great conversation soon. And see you guys later. It's been real. Bye.